Hey, it's Felice, totally awake, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, then welcome. Now, in today's video, I do have with me the lovely Dory from Dose of Dory, her YouTube channel. Go ahead and check her channel out. See, she's an Exjw. Go ahead and subscribe to her channel. And today we are going to be talking about the 2022 convention Saturday drama. You know, when those girls had their drama, child. Check this out. We were just on this part getting ready here, and we were figuring this thing out. So this was our first time, and we did the best we could. So yeah, make sure you like the video because we were up late recording and getting this ready for you guys and figuring this thing out for you guys. All right.
My God, what was going on?
It's just too.
I agree.
We amateurs.
We won't even care. Don't even worry.
Nobody.
Don't even worry about it. Our time almost up. Let's start the video. Hey, Dory. Oh my gosh. Yes, let's get out. Drink, girl.
Oh, I don't even know. Yeah, buddy. We did it. Okay.
Put away from yourselves every kind of malicious bitterness, anger, wrath, screaming and abusive speech, as well as everything injurious. Did anyone start the day thinking, I believe I'll show malicious bitterness to my brother today? Of course not. And yet the potential is there, isn't it? But genuine affection fights peace wreckers. And affection grows when we really know our brothers and sisters well. We remember their joys and pain, their selfless zeal, how they came to love Jehovah, and what they endure.
I'll get back as soon as I can. Love you. Bye. Oh no.
Lovely. Okay, tomorrow we can go to it. There's a really nice one.
Hey, love. So sorry, gotta run.
Okay, I'll ring you about this week.
Thanks, love you both.
See you. The afternoon will be better.
So they was holding her up. She had to evade. She had to stop her. She had to. She was like, "Where you go? Where you going?" It's like, y'all got to go. Like, why you held? She's like so. It's like she has a radar. It's too much. It's a little. Of course, it's too much. But she's like probably a little bit more seasoned pioneery.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a newbie, a green pioneer coming up. And then the other one is like a triple older pioneer. Whatever.
Yeah.
So
one of those.
Yeah, those three dynamics.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Sorry. So my screen had left, so I got to go back to where we were.
Okay. Yeah. Is she home yet? I'm right by when she's 21 seconds when she walks in her door to see her Nana that I don't get to see. So good for her. Good little witness. Nana could talk to you. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, granddaughter.
Thanks, love you both. See you.
So, okay.
The afternoon will be better.
You ready? I'm at like 19, so.
Yeah, I'm at 22. Let me see if I can. Okay, I'm at 9. I'm at 9. I'm gonna let it just play. Hold
okay,
on.
play.
9, 10, 11.
So sorry. Oh, it's not too bad. I got this. Oh, how are you though? Thank you. I'm so sorry. Oh, poor thing. Let me clear this up.
Okay, let's stop. Okay, so she spent all day at the meeting. She had to go to the meeting first. She had to go praise Jehovah first, okay? Before she took care of her Nana. Now it looked like her Nana couldn't feed herself. It looked like her Nana needed to take her medicine. And she just had Nana waiting. Like,
she just had her waiting. Like,
she just had her waiting.
You know what this is? I gotta do what I gotta do. I've got to do this life or
I
death,
got to do
even though
that.
you might die while I'm not here. So I'm going, you know how we gotta do this now. Take care of yourself. I'll be right back. 3 hours later, because I gotta
Exactly.
talk, and then I gotta talk after the meeting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
And then
exactly what I was
she's
thinking.
on board. She's a good little soldier of good little soldier caretaker. Like that's
Yeah.
like, and then I'm like, and now first and foremost, it's gonna be any apostate, any shunned family member, livid. Because they're like, she got her grandmother, and I haven't talked to mine in 20, 30. You know what?
Because because it doesn't look like the grandma is a Jehovah's Witness, right?
You're not sure. Yeah, it's like, well,
Yeah.
you're not sure, but she can. She could be, and she
She
could.
could be.
Yeah, she could be, and she could not be. They don't
Yeah.
tell that part, but they just
Yeah. She
look
would
at
have,
her,
I
make an
think she
angel.
would have said something about the Kingdom Hall. She would have been on Zoom
Yeah,
or listening in some way if she was
right.
a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah,
And she would have been more understanding, right?
yeah,
Like she wouldn't have been texting her like, "Are you still coming?" You know, I'm coming, Grandma. I'm at my meeting that I have to get to. So I don't think the grandma was a Jehovah's Witness, but yeah,
yeah,
it's just crazy. This regardless whether she is or not, just how she had to put that meeting first, and her grandmother needed her, and you could see how her plate was already full. She had, it's hard enough. Most of us we're working 5 days a week, and so all we have is those couple of days off. A lot of times on the weekends to do things that we want to do
yeah,
things for ourselves, pour into our own cups. So you could see that she was doing something that, she loved to do. You saw her putting her little jewelry together, which we're going to later find out that's what she's making her little social media, AKA YouTube videos about.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But,
Which, funnily speaking, if she was to even take the slightest bit off and hit 500, them secret agent elders will be coming out of nowhere. Back room, you know what's up. So
yeah, but you know what? Nowadays, you got famous TikTokers and everything. I don't know what their standing is in the congregation, but it's definitely these Jehovah's Witnesses. What is up with these Jehovah's Witnesses in social media these days?
because
Back in the day, the internet, let alone social media, okay, the internet was demonic. So how did y'all get
say they're gonna say in their doctrinal, always a doctrine with the times minds is going to be, we have to find a way to slowly push them into this direction that we told them was demonic, but now we're going to say Jehovah's Spirit has oversaw it, and it's now no longer demonic because we are using it. See, once they started using it and launched jw.org, now we have our own way of doing it. So you will be on our social media. You're going to be on our social media site, and all is good. But we strongly discourage from any other besides us, because we know what we're doing under this direction. So that's what they have to. And then that also helps embellish to the members that we are changing with the times. We're not Jurassic. Look how we've now stepped it up. And then the witness like, yeah, they did. They first said it was demonic, and now they stepped it up. And you're like, here we go. And they make sure they forgot that we told them it was, did they forget? And they confirm with the congregation by the claps. Not done, not demonized no more. Yes, because jw.org sets up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, basically. Let's keep watching some more. Ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
It's Sunday today, isn't it? Oh, it's one. It's felt like such a long day. It has felt.
Tucking down the end. Yep, showtime. Showtime. Cut on that light. Cut on that ring light, girl.
She got her ring light like that. You got your ring light up, Dory?
She know what's up. She online. She like, I got this. She got her mirror. She's like precise. Look at this girl. Fun. She living. And I'm like, how long she gonna be one of the? She ain't gonna be one of them for long with all this stuff she got going on. Why is she even one?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone. Haley from Exjw Design here.
You say what? How? You say what? Huh?
How is she? I apologize. She that type of stuff. They really they're so behind on. But it seems they're showing that they're like we up on it now. So that's why they're making sure they're so-called. Remember, I said so-called Jehovah's Witnesses are some of the drama actors. This is they mix and match them, but there's been huge casting calls. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, what's that? I'm just here. I stood in this line and I read some lines. And then you have the ones that they'll be like, Sister so we're going to pull you from that congregation to come out to Patterson. And then they soup it up to them. And then she'll do the acting. And then you'll be like, she's in my hall. Yeah, all Jehovah's Witnesses are actors are witness. They're not.
Right.
You can talk about the Kingdom Hall, that Kingdom Hall is probably real witnesses. But this lady and the three others, I believe 1,000% they're actors.
You think so? You know, yeah, some of them are doing so well with their little acting until you can't help but wonder, oh, what is going on? And did they hire somebody?
They're probably,
but you know, I really honestly don't think so, because I don't think nobody who would want to act. This is dumb. Like, this is so dumb. And I think they have to get people that is truly indoctrinated to play this out. I don't even think that somebody that's not a Jehovah's Witness could even play this out. And they're not about to pay nobody. They're all about slaving people. So they're not about to pay no actors. They're not about to.
Or they'll tell them, or they will train probably a section of, because they can do anything they want. They can train a section of Bethel for their $90 a month and say, you're going to be a superstar for $90 a month. But a Bethel superstar, brothel superstar. And then the lady, I guess what, I'm going to be in the drama type of situation, but to fill in a lot of the spots, they do have a bunch of non-Jehovah's Witnesses extras. Because my brother did a magazine shoot out when it was Brooklyn. And then he was just like shooting the crap with everybody in the line waiting to get shot. And he was saying the girl with congregation, and she had absolutely zero clue. She was like, what? What's that? And he was like, you're a witness, right? And she was like, no, I know what this is about, but I ain't one of them. And he was just like, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so they mix and match it up, and probably trying to grow to the point where maybe their Bethelites become just actors. Oh God, it's ridiculous. In that facility they're building. So it don't even matter. It don't matter. It's still terrible. It's still like horrible cringiness anyway. Like who lives? Who can relate to this?
Yeah,
you Jehovah's Witnesses. Sometimes I still see the dramas and I just wanted to cry because I want to scream out and say it's not even close to even TV acting. It's not even close. It's like South somewhere, like just from another planet. I used to be like, because this looks like they're from another planet, because this is Earth and I can't relate to that.
Yeah, but and it's crazy because it is like it's from another planet, but that's the planet that we were on as Jehovah's Witnesses. Because that's so true what you're saying, but wasn't it so relatable as Jehovah's Witnesses? And even as ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, I feel like it's so accurate, and it's actually kind of weird that they would make it so accurate to what Jehovah's Witnesses face. Like it really be like that, you know. They leaving out some detail, and you know, they may be mixing stuff up, but for the most part, that's a lot of the times the kind of things, the sort of things that we be going through as Jehovah's Witnesses. You know, we think about even the Caleb and Sophia videos, that kind of stuff, being bullied as a kid, you know, that kind of stuff really happens as Jehovah's Witnesses. And it's almost like torturous. It's like, we know this about to happen to you, but we'll make a whole video trying to help you with it. But you better go on out there and stand firm, stand up for Jehovah. You know, it's like they just put you in the fire. They just give you a little bit of training. Here you go. And just going on in the fire.
or just slap a scripture, and you are experiencing severe anxiety because you have to go to school the next day, and it's this stupid scripture of either Ruth or Naomi, stupid Shadrach, Meshach, and goddamn it, Bendigo. I was like, oh, what? Ain't no furnace in my classroom. I got bubble guts. What do I do about that? And it's, you don't even express that you got bubble guts. You just move around and just look and swallow the knot. And it's for a child, it's just completely deplorable. Like, it's just like, I think about it and I'm like, special forces need to get on, because it's absolutely, that's why everybody expresses it like that. And you're just like, this ain't, buddy boy, you ain't gonna tell me that I'm from the same planet, because I keep feeling like this planet is the real planet, and this Jehovah's Witness planet is just not. It's in a tiny little bubble of this planet. Like, what are we doing? I feel sick. Why can't I get homeschooled? But it's like, no, it's a war, and I'm like, we ain't got many people. Everybody in the classroom's everybody's against you. And a teeny little kid, 5, is bad. And they're like, they tell you're some type of warrior, and you're like, yeah, right.
Yeah, it was hard on us as Jehovah's Witness kids, for sure. I know I've had my share of just embarrassment and just bullying. I mean, and not even necessarily because I was Jehovah's Witness, but other stuff. Like I explained in one of my videos, they used to call me big head and all this stuff. So, before I had braces, they used to pick on my teeth and, so, but, me being a Jehovah's Witness, I feel like the way I handled things and the way I didn't get them off my back, the way I probably would have if I wasn't so timid and trying to be a good little humble Jehovah's Witness, trying to win my classmates over without a word, then I probably would have told them what they needed to be told, So it just makes us all kind of ways. But yeah.
It really affects us different ways.
Yeah, definitely. Girl, we ain't gonna be able to get through it.
It's 29 minutes left.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to get through it because it's like we can just elaborate and we just gonna go off course and start talking about so much stuff. And especially because it's our first time getting on here. So we just wanna talk and ramble about all kind of stuff anyway. But we can just kind of chat about it, and maybe I can just go back and add some clips. But for us to just keep, I don't know.
You want to fast forward?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can do that too.
Well, you want to fast forward to the one the brown the one that's like putting it to her husband, like.
Okay, yeah, which is the next scene. So.
Can you believe her?
Hayley's business feed.
This is really special. Giving you that understated if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. Because as you know, when you look this good, you feel great.
Was the sister in this video boasting inappropriately?
No, the other sister's just crazy.
She was a humble servant of Jehovah.
So just the way what are you doing? Like, and then the husband, like, Hayley's business feed. Like, oh, what's wrong? I'm trying to watch some TV a little bit. Like, trying to get a few minutes in of some TV. Like,
what? She
want to sit up here and talk about this lady. He don't want to hear that. But then what I was laughing about earlier, I didn't get to tell you about when I was watching it earlier. I just feel like, he does eventually go along with stuff because he probably just wanted to get him some.
Yeah, he should have just shoved. He probably should have just shoved something in her mouth when she did that. Like, you know what? I know what time it is. When she was probably like, I know what time it is. Got something for that. Like, lady.
Too bad I can't do none of that.
Why don't you start talking about somebody else that ain't in this bedroom, girlfriend? You too busy. We watching TV trying to wind down, and you on her channel. She need to do something. He watching the whole show by himself, and I'm like, oh no. This lady's a busybody.
Obsessed. She is obsessed. She is.
But think about it. Outside of tending to the man who was busy, who was watching TV, that's her number one job. And then she's thinking, I'm putting Kingdom Hall aside, and then it's supposed to be her busybody ass, but she dismisses herself and says, who can I do? And they all kind of do this because you are not supposed to ever, it becomes from you not ever having anything to do with nothing to do with yourself.
Yeah,
like,
too much idle time. Yeah.
You make it
about, don't they say that's the devil's workshop, right?
The hobbies? No, you don't make hobbies. She's seeing this lady has them, who is single, looks like it, and she's maybe not cognizant of what she should be doing for herself, because telling her that you're not really yourself, you're that man, you're his wife. So if he's watching TV, she has to figure something to do, and if she does something for her, the guilt, overwhelming guilt, is like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting until I ask you for my drink. So you see what I'm saying? He saw her on the phone and he kind of just had a lapse, but really she's supposed to just be sitting there waiting for him to ask for some popcorn or maybe a drink, maybe some ass, but he wasn't ready yet. he wasn't ready yet. So she just was like, well, here goes my me time. That some other lady, and then
it's messy.
Why don't she just get a camera? It's like she don't have no. I feel sad because I'm like, yo, she doesn't have any pastime activities. From what I'm seeing, and if she does, she ain't utilizing that by judging that girl. It's like so obsessed with her from the meetings. Then now they eating dinner. Here she go talking about her again. It's obsession. Because lack of too much idle time.
You don't have nothing to do.
And they don't have nothing to do. You don't know who she is anyway. She that girl. And she thinks I could be her, and I would be better than her if I was her. So I gotta talk to her. And it's like, why? She ain't you. Go somewhere. Get a pet. Where's the cat at? And that's just where it's coming. And then I think on this helper's part, they're like I said, it's so high control, because the only control they're trying to exercise is you don't go. There's nothing that can leak to the outside. No falling outs here, no blow ups, and we're in on everything. So everybody's in watching everything to make sure nothing gets out. So it's like they're saying like, well, we handle those things. We'll pull her to the back of the Kingdom Hall when the time is right, because she ain't only got 40 subscribers. So leave her alone to make it look like they're on the side of the YouTuber, with they're not unless they're involved.
Right.
But if she's on the independent end of the spectrum, just wait till her followers get up there. We'll take it, and you go tend to your husband. That is it. That's how the game is played. And she wasn't playing it. And they're like, oh, somebody's not playing the game. She was talking about somebody at the water fountain. There it goes. That's it. It's a radar. And they only talk to each other. So it's no way to hide that. No way to hide it. No, it's impossible to go be in there and then not be around it. Nobody not know nothing. It's impossible. Yeah. It's impossible. Yeah, impossible for them not to be able to know. Impossible. Just mathematically, it's just impossible. They have it set up so they know every little sheep that's in the pen.
Yeah.
That's what he's coming in at.
Yeah. So, basically, as you know, she goes on to tell Celia about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's in the next scene. So we can kind of just skip around to that and then talk about it.
Really? Bad news?
She's a sweetie.
Reminds me, I want to speak to her about a necklace.
You too? You don't think she's showing off?
No.
Everyone thinks she's Miss Wonderful. She's starting to agree.
Is this just about Hayley?
Seems it's all about Haley.
Your tea's getting cold.
And you're changing the subject.
No, but you've brought this up before. What is it? You're friends. You pioneer together.
Yeah, and that's why I'm concerned.
Concern is good. But is there just a little bit of envy in there?
What did you notice? Well, Emily is suffering from an onset of envy. Did you notice how...
So she's like handing the phone to Celia as if when she asks her what's wrong, and she just like, here, you look at it. Like, I know you gonna feel this. No, and Celia like, oh, I've been meaning to get some stuff from her. And she's like, you too? How you gonna get mad? You want somebody to be on the same type of thing that you on. Like, what are you doing? Like, what is wrong with you? Something's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with this girl. All she's doing is trying to do something for herself, just like we were just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Something that she don't know how to do.
Right, and then it just deeply. I'm like, you have so much time on your hand for something like that. But if you was to gear your mind, but even as a wickedness, I somehow my mind when I was I was just like, how does your mind go there to gossip? How do you do that? Like, does that just come out of nowhere? And I think it just does. And for some people, it just doesn't. But for some people, it is innate. It's innate. Like it's innate for her. That's why when she said you too, it was like, oh, I cringed. So I was like, oh my God, that's that back in the day. They used to do that. And you had no conscience that it was even wrong, because as a little girl, almost every woman in the hall, everybody's doing it. Even their daughters are doing it. And when you're like the daughter, that's just like, you want to just play some cards. They're like, what's he doing? And you're like, I just asked you if we could play some cards. Why you care about what he's doing? My mother said, and you're like, oh my God, the apple doesn't fall too far from tree. Everybody gossips. There's no way out.
It's disgusting. I thought it was like truly disgusting. And it's just like, you see the lady Celia trying to stay neutral, trying to get herself out of it. But this girl is making her, just putting her in the middle. And then later on in the scene, you see she straight up freaking lied on the lady.
You pioneer together.
I know, and that's why I'm concerned.
Concern is good, but is there just a little bit of envy in there?
I thought you would understand.
I think I understand your feelings.
Not about Haley.
I haven't seen all her posts. There's nothing immoral, is there?
No.
Good. That's not like her. Now, if it's a case of her being more careful how she comes across, that's another matter. Why don't you talk to her?
Maybe.
Emily, you are a beautiful spiritual sister. You know, for years, I had a bad habit comparing myself to others. My own insecurity hurt me and my closest friends.
So you don't think I should have spoken to Celia?
Oh, I'm glad you've asked Celia about it. Someone you trust. What did she say?
Well, she definitely understands how I feel.
Good. And about Haley's posts?
Well, she hasn't seen everything she has out there. she did say that Haley needs to be more careful how she comes across.
What did she suggest?
That I should tell her that she needs to stop, but I'm too worked up.
Look. If Celia agrees that Haley's doing something she shouldn't, you should talk to her.
Now remember, we're talking about grown people.
You'll find the right time.
Thanks for understanding. I'm hungry. Can you say the prayer?
Sure.
Yeah, girl, you need some prayer right about now. Because you know you just straight up lied.
Generosity and kindness.
Like, there's no way of getting around that. She is a liar. She lied to her husband and tried to make it seem like the lady Celia tried to convince her to go talk to Haley, when that's not what happened. She was more so concerned about, she was asking her, are you jealous? Why she didn't bring that part up to her husband when she was asking her, is it more, are you jealous? You know, because she asked her that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just thought that was that was just horrible.
And she, even if it was a little jealous or envy, and he was so inundated, but it's like, it didn't even have to leave their house. It could have been like, we're just gonna keep it right up in here because I'm looking, you know. And see, they have no with the witness, they don't have it. There is no concept almost whatsoever of boundaries.
Right.
There is none. They can come right now and they can come and ring your doorbell. And
it was none of their business. It was none of their business what she was doing on her social media. Y'all are literally having a conversation about this. And that's why when she got upset, you can understand why she's getting so upset when the girl confronted her. Because it's like, are y'all serious? Y'all just gossiping about me?
Yes, Nana?
Don't forget eggs, dear.
No, I didn't forget.
Are you sure, love?
No, I won't forget.
Thank you so much.
Okay, love you. Bye. No.
Haley, finally, I've caught you. Do you have a minute?
Hi, Emily. Can we talk later? I'm really struggling this morning.
Do you know, it's just, we've been so busy and I've been waiting for the right moment. I'd really just like to address it.
Okay, what's up?
It's just that I've noticed your posts lately on Quick Posts.
What about them?
Well, do you really think there's something that a pioneer should be posting?
What are you talking about?
Some people might think you're bragging.
Some people? What people? It's a business account. I've got to show off my products.
I know, I get that. It's just, I don't know, it could feel like you're drawing a little too much attention to yourself.
Who would think like that? You?
No, not just me. Celia felt the same.
You spoke to Celia about this?
I didn't want to upset you. Jake said that I needed to say...
Jake said everyone thinks my posts are inappropriate.
Not everyone, Haley. That's not what I'm saying at all.
You are such...
You're such a gossip. I'm not gossiping. I'm just trying to help you. If you would just listen to me.
Listen to me. Oh yeah, listen to this. And I expected more from you.
Haley, what's she talking about?
Gossiping about my posts. Are you that lonely that you've got nothing better to do?
Haley? Wait, please.
Like, that's hurtful. And it's like, do something better with your time. Serve Jehovah. Pass out these magazines, okay? That y'all supposed to be passing out. Why are you talking about me? You know? And it's just like, I've had my share of that too. people talking about me, gossiping. And it's like, you're supposed to be serving the one true God. I know it got to be something better you can be doing with your time, but you chose to spend your time talking about me, gossiping about me, making me out to be somebody that I'm not even. Like, they were really making her to be someone that she wasn't. And thank goodness for that one brother, that when the husband was trying to vent to him and basically smear the girl's name too. And it was crazy because he hadn't even seen her page.
No.
Especially as a pioneer. What kind of example is she setting?
Has Emily stopped following her?
No, not yet. But she probably will. Alistair, what do you think?
About what?
Hayley's posts on Quick Post.
Is there a problem?
Emily's told me. They're all just, look at me. My clothes, my hair, my makeup. And even Celia agrees with her.
Well, it's very easy to take things out of context on social media. I know that I've done that and realised later that I was wrong.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Listen, I don't want to pull you away, but if you have a minute, would you mind giving me a hand with these boxes?
Sure.
Thanks for your help.
No problem.
Jake, back in the hall, I know you were just expressing concern, but here's something to consider. This principle is one of my favorites. It's found in Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 17.
The first to state his case seems right until the other party comes and cross-examines him. I'm not sure I understand.
It just means that sometimes we only hear one side of a story. And until we personally hear both, it's best not to draw any conclusions. And even then, if it's something negative, we wouldn't want to spread it, any more than we want something spread about ourselves.
Guess I hadn't considered that. Thanks.
But you just hopping on the bandwagon with your wife. That's why I say he just wanted some, So you trying to...
He's like, whatever gets her to do what subserviently she needs to do for me, because that's her job. Now, what else she do? She ain't got to look pretty. She ain't got to do no makeup. It's cheap. She ain't hobbies. What? She don't need no yarn. I won't do that. My socks, yeah, she can mend those, but she ain't gonna be mending no mittens.
Right.
She can't.
Right.
So it's all on him. Whatever he says she is allowed to do. It's great.
Exactly.
It's just a tight knit high control. It's so high control, and it's like every control. Sneeze, almost cough, almost flirt, almost fart. Doctor visits, hair salon visits, nail salon visits, children's school. Every single thing. You come to us. You could, we got you. You belong to us, and that's why they have these issues, because these people, probably their minds are fighting for freedom subconsciously, and they are suppressing it with every single time a thought comes. There they go. The watchtower. Watchtower. I don't know if I should. This class
they don't know what to do.
This class might not be Christian. They take a screenshot. Is this good for us? And they call it the front desk, and it's just like, the fact that you don't know you're doing that, like calling up for a glass. When I saw that about t-shirts and glasses, when I was just like as a kid, you're just shaking, like every little question of an object in that house is called into. And
that is sickening. Like, you are grown. You decide for yourself what's okay. What's okay.
They've been broken down so bad they don't believe they have that ability. They the watchtower has that ability, not me.
Right.
They told me that I don't have that. Jehovah has it. And if I think this book is questionable, I got to send them a screenshot. I have to ask them if I can write in this diary. Like, why are you even telling them? Oh my God.
Right.
It's like, because my conscience. And they have like anxiety. You see their anxiety attacks, my conscience. And you're like, you're just like, you don't know. And you're just like, this can't be, this isn't right. I got to call for a book bag or a pair of socks. This can't be. And when you're in the real world, you're just like, nobody even.
Nobody does that. Yeah, nobody does that.
Strange.
You know, what made me so upset too about this video is, after she was confronted and basically made to feel like crap, basically made to feel like she was doing something wrong just by being herself, she was then encouraged to forgive.
I don't know how this happened. But Hayley, I'm sorry. It hurts me to see you so upset.
I can't believe you two.
First, what you heard was not what I said.
Well, I thought that's how you felt. And even if I got that part wrong, all this drama...
Now stop. Come on, girls. Hayley, come closer. Love is patient and kind. It's not jealous. It doesn't become provoked, even when things become difficult. So what are we going to do?
I just thought that... No. I'm sorry, Hayley. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have judged you so harshly. I shouldn't have judged you at all. And I'm sorry for dragging you into this by twisting what you said.
It's okay. Things happen. I've been on both ends.
I should never have spoken that way to you, Celia. I mean, to either of you.
All right, now let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think Emily deserved that. She did.
Got to get home to Nan.
I'll call you tomorrow.
And not only just forgive, but be in close spaces, going out in field service again and riding the same car and stuff like this. And it's just like, no, I don't want you around me. Don't say nothing to me. The answer is no. Like, and you, when you think about it, that's the same thing that they want you to do when a kid or anybody experiences CSA or SA. They want them to be nice to the person that caused them pain, that hurt them, that violated them. They want you to forget and forgive because you're supposed to have left that in Jehovah's hands. Leave it in Jehovah's hands. No, I'm human, and I'm not effing with you no more. I don't like you. If it is a case of SA or CSA, I'm about to hurt you. My parents about to hurt you. That's what should be happening anyway. You're about to be in jail, but they want you to just forgive these people.
Yeah, they own you from conceive from the time you can see in the womb, because
Mm-hmm.
the indoctrination starts while they say when you're in your mother's stomach. And
That's right.
when you think about it by a lot, like scientifically, it's pretty intense.
Mm-hmm.
It's as intense as another human being can really try to take over one human. It's just a terrible defiance of nature that they're doing. And somebody figured it out through all the systems of the world. They just took it from the army, corporate America. They took it from little bits and pieces and formulated an entire operation.
Oh yeah.
Damn near full. It's foolproof. It's damn near almost foolproof.
Yeah, they got it going on.
Not really foolproof.
They got it going on. They really do, because it's very hard to wake up from that. It's very, you know.
Especially born-ins.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Converts are supposedly, but the converts are worse because the converts let the guilt keep them trapped. Born-ins can let their existence. They look at it as like, this was when I was born. You think of this was my existence, and I am defying my entire existence because this was brought into me from the womb. So who do I think I am defying the womb of indoctrination? So I don't know. You got too necessary, because converts are just so guilty that they let them convert them. They're so painfully hurt against themselves, hurting themselves because they made a decision to join. Whereas a born, and it's like, yeah, but I was born where there was no option. So maybe this is my path. And so two different, almost foolproof dynamics on a human life.
Mm-hmm.
Which there's like, it's been they've done their fair share of, and they gradually did this over 100 years. That's a lot of time. They've got every little thing they just do with the times, and they make sure they tweak it, and then they make sure the people are kept. You're almost about when you wait. You're almost about the amount, the exact time you woke up starts the clock for you, your new found freedom, but you're almost 10 years behind, like a worldly person, like why am I using a stupid term? Like a non-witnesses, same age person of you, like almost like definitely, because they stagnate you. So it's done on purpose by design. So that's why when people get out,
because we didn't think we needed any further education or anything like that, because the end was right around the corner. So why would we need to pursue anything, really anything?
It had the end all be all. And you were like, I'm in this bubble, and this bubble's going to fly me away. And then when you started to see that there's no fly away, there is nothing but a big outside world that you are scared to step into. That's it. And you're like, I cannot believe this. And now you have to start that outside world from nothing.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is so foolproof. Who's brave enough to do that? And what we're proving now is just like probably almost half your cult. Like, I don't believe any of their numbers. The 8.5 million, that's fake. Everything's fake. It's like nobody knows what their real numbers is. It could be freaking 4,000. It could be 300. We don't know. You go outside, you don't really know. But Bethel, you can count them because they live there. They're on the compound. So, but that 8.5 million is the bit, probably because they had to get approved for. They have to get approved for government money. It have to be approved as a religion. So they had to report a certain amount of numbers. So they started there at that lie. So whatever that was at that time is much lower. And then they catapulted themselves to 8.5 million. Right. And they're like, well, how did that happen? And they're like, well, this year we had this many baptized. They juking, it's just juking stats. But people it's all in and out. So that number is just it's just a huge ginormous fluke because they won't qualify to call themselves a religion.
Yeah.
That's what that pushes them out of cults. Like, we're not them, because cults aren't no bigger than, I think, 1,000 or something. A cult is really small, supposed to be labeled smaller according to the taxes. But they're not. They've qualified years back when they said, this is our numbers now. And they're like, we're no longer a cult. We up with Catholics. Watch out, here we come. And that's where they've been at. But then they got that huge, they have a huge problem with the victims, because they're so much smaller than the Catholic. That's why it's like, what did you think was gonna happen? They all
Right.
asses.
Right.
Boom, not like Catholic. You ain't got no Catholic money. You ain't got no Catholic pull. You ain't got no Catholic. They don't have what they can't even mock Catholic or Muslims. They can't mock real religions floors. They just think they're qualified as a religion. They're not. It's like, you knew you a cult. You knew. And even if you want to call them a cult, you call a cult, but mofo, you knew. You've been a cult since the early 1900s. And you're gonna stay a cult. You're gonna be a cult that just dissolved itself.
It is. Yeah, they are. Definitely.
They know it, but it doesn't matter. They're like, yo, we are, but we going into the movie business. So if you going to Hollywood, you coming to us. We don't give a fuck about them Joe. We don't give a fuck about them crusty witnesses that's about the crow. We the Watchtower. Do you not know it's two different names?
Yeah.
We don't want them no more. We
Right.
just keep on at
Isn't that a shame? The way they so sneaky and just be like, can't catch me, can't touch me.
Because on paper, you got two.
They just changing their names up and you ain't about to get me.
Nope. You're not because they're gonna be like, we running like you ain't getting them. It's just the Jehovah's Witness. Sadly, they're probably just gonna maybe die off, and then we're gonna be some old people like that's the same thing, and then we're like, no, we call Jay Hollywood, bitch. Jay Holly weird, and we're gonna be like, no, that's the Jehovah's Witnesses. And they're gonna be like, no, we not. Who that? Ice Cube, who is this lady? Because that's what they said. It's the way to go for them. They're building the whole entire production, ginormous in Ramapo, New York. They are gonna keep that and let the ones and the people that not, because once they don't get it, they're always gonna have joiners though. So you're always gonna have some cuckoo person that's like, yeah, I like the idea of Armageddon.